countries, the best of the best, come to play in the WNBA.
This game is alright. Yeah, finally tuned into this one right here. Decided to go live. Um, I think the Aces take this one. I've been off of my predictions today so far. Goodness gracious, I gotta get better with W predictions. Connecticut Sun lost, and so did Seattle. Did Fever. That's crazy. Fever played all right though. Fever played really well. They're playing better basketball. All total. But on both sides on defense, I'm seeing some progress. So gotta give them credit for that, for sure. Gotta give them credit for that. You know what I mean? Fever really showed up. I give them that. And Seattle, I don't know what's up with Seattle. Like they have everything they need, but it's just something clunky about them here and there. You know what I mean? It's something like they just don't always have it all together. But there's a good Fever looked good. This is probably the game that impressed me the most out of all their wins. Even though they had a decent win against the Liberty not too long ago though. But this here game, Seattle's supposed to win that, and Fever took it from them. At home, protected their home well, and Kelsey Mitchell played well. Caitlin played well. Boston played well. But I'm telling you what, man, they better not let Kelsey Mitchell go. They better not do that. Shit, they talk all that stuff about she ain't gonna fit with Caitlin. They better make it work. Better make it fit. Because the way Caitlin Clark plays, she's gonna need that secondary scorer. And Lexi Hall really went off for them. You know what I mean? She was out there just making that threes. When you have that one person that's just gonna drain their shots, you know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what it is. Skylar and Jude played one of the worst games. I've seen them. I mean, they were fine on defense until like the game got out of hand. When Hull and everything went off, but they were fine up until that point. Like things got out of hand after about 5 minutes in the fourth. And Indiana caught fire, and that was pretty much it. But this Hamby game, this Aces game, it's gonna be between Asia and Hamby how it goes. The Sparks, man, they get an Aces good run. That's what they do. Plum up there, fumbling, family. Tied up, Aces and Sparks. Kelsey for three, misses. Kia Jackson bringing it up. I like that rookie with Kia Jackson. Got to make that though. Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray against Jackson. I don't know what they call on that. Is that a moving screen or what? What they call offering? Wow, sis, how are you doing? I'm good, bro. Sitting there catching these games. Chicago play a little bit later. This is the third one. But so far, I've been off today. I picked Connecticut to win against the Dream. Connecticut lost. And then the Fever just smoked the Storm. So, like, man, your boys over two so far today. I got the Aces winning, though. All right. This is a good take by Wilson. Birmingham, Alabama. What's good? What's good? Just take a seat. You know how we do. Make yourself comfortable. Dangerfield, whoever that is. I think there's no way the Aces lose this one this time. They lost to this team already twice, and it's like, come on now. Why is Pat Dixon mad at you? I have no idea who Pat Dixon is. So I cannot answer that. Good defense by AJ Wilson still. Layup. Another day, another crazy game for AJ. That's just what it is. Did you watch MLC last night? What's MLC? What's MLC, bro? Chad, great life. Misery Loves Company with Kevin Brennan. Nah, didn't catch that. I don't even know what that is, my man. I didn't catch that. What's it about? Yeah, this game starting off. Not surprised the way it's starting off, but I think it's no way the Aces got to look to make to make a statement right now, and I think they will in this game. But look, the Fever in Atlanta right now, they're surging really well. They play each other pretty soon. I think 2 games from now, that's going to be very interesting. The Fever versus Atlanta Dream. The Atlanta Dream got Jordan Canada back, Ryan Howard back. They're surging. So Chicago has to be careful because they like smack dab in the middle of all of that. You got Atlanta coming, and you got Fever surging. Chaz Great Life says, Neil Brenner, brother, the guy who wrote Half Baked, former SNL writer, you know. Nah, I don't. Yeah, I've never seen that show. Sounds familiar though. Misery Loves Company, kinda. What we got going on? We got Chicago tonight versus Mercury. Who y'all think gonna take that? Matthew 4000 says Ryan Howard being healthy changes everything. She's one of the best players in the league. Facts. Yep, she can light it up. Well, and Jordan Canada, don't forget her. That's their starting point guard. When they were there, this allows now Alicia Gray to play a natural position. She ain't had to do no point guard duties, no playmaking. Alicia Gray just straight up, scorer. So now they get their point guard. Trey Moran says, bro, what's good? It's a slow moving game. I'm surprised they're not scoring more. That's wild. See, Ace is coming off that loss to the Liberty. You know, that might be like still on their mind or whatever. But still early, we'll see. WNBA is just weird. I still don't see players attacking CC. Yeah, I agree. That was a physical game, though, certain points there against Seattle. And and Caitlin got up still making plays. She didn't let it distract her or anything like that. You know what I mean? That part is impressive. But this was a game where she didn't have to do everything. She could rely on her teammates too. Sometimes, as a rookie, you need that's okay. Like, they want to put it on her, everything on her. She does everything. I don't know if you build a winner like that, but Kelsey Mitchell was able to come out, score 29 or 28. Leah Boston, 15 rebounds. You know, especially going up against Magabor and Ogumake. I was impressed with everybody, pretty much the Fever game. They don't go at her though. Yeah, but don't worry. That you'll see most of those things, more specific strategic stuff in the playoffs. Like on any regular night, any given night, like in the league, you can always catch somebody like slipping or a team not focused on a particular thing. But when you get to the playoffs and you playing in a series against these teams, they're gonna see, okay, this one can't play defense, and they're gonna start attacking. So I mean, that's why I tell people, I'm gonna really have my real judgment of Caitlin, Angel, and all of them when I see them in the playoffs. That's when my real opinion of players formulate. But she played well. You know what I mean? See, I don't get why teams overhelp on CC and A big game either. They're good enough decision makers to make the right reads. The Suns showed that defending the Fever 1-on-1 is the best option. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know why it makes it easy for her when you start doubling, because she's expecting it and anticipating the double team. It doesn't make sense to me at all. You want to do what players are uncomfortable with. You want to force them to make uncomfortable plays. When you over doubling, you just you want to get the ball out of her hand. Well, she'll get it to somebody because the person's wide open. I don't get it. Yeah, it's a lot of punk motherfuckers keep coming in here. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep removing y'all and stuff like that. Yeah, that's all. Oh. But you'll see all that stuff in the playoffs, though. Like they'll have your weaknesses and strengths down. Good shot, good 3-pointer by Chelsea. The Sparks, boy, they come to play the Aces though. It's crazy. Oh man. 13-13 right now. Las Vegas, Los Angeles. East has got to get right by the playoffs. If they get three-peat, this would be like, man, excuse me, heck of an accomplishment. But I don't know if I see the Aces three-peating. A little too inconsistent this year. Just great balling today. She had a nice mid-range. Hamby hits a three. The double standard is crazy too. When CC was acting up today, the commentators were just laughing like it was a good thing. But let certain other players do that. Yeah, of course. That's exactly what they do. In 1918, he just put Jackie O back in. And the Sparks, boy, they be on point when they play the Aces. That's crazy. So the first quarter ends 21-21, Las Vegas and Los Angeles. I don't know. It's like so hard to judge a game like this because you figure the Aces should be like whooping them, but I don't know. It could be a situation where one team just matches up well against a particular team, something like that. Sometimes it's really that simple. But Eric Hamby definitely wants this bad, and The Aces won it bad backward, won it bad as well too. So it's one of them games. A lot of emotion going on. I like those. Uh, They showing where Caitlyn wins Rookie of the Month right now. Yeah, she deserved Rookie of the Month. She had the best Rookie month last month. I give them that. Mm-mm-mm. But let's see if they can keep it up. Well, I got winning the title. I still got the Aces for now, but I can see New York beating them. I wanted to say I could see Seattle, but I don't know about them. Seattle's a little too inconsistent. You know, to get to a title, you have to be consistent. So the Aces, you know, Aces and Liberty probably going. It's probably gonna come down to them. Connecticut Sun I definitely like, but it's like I saw them today. It's a hungry Atlanta team, and then trying to fit Marina Mabry in. Like Mabry, I like Mabry, but I knew this was going to happen. Right now, she's the target on defense. You know, they have DJ out there. They got Alyssa Thomas on the wing. With her, they got um, the point guard that they have and all that. And Mabry's out there. And then I just saw Atlanta just constantly attack her. Atlanta has multiple players who can score. You know, whether it's Canada, whether it's Alicia Gray, everybody should know from the All Star game, or whether it's Ryan Howard who just came back. That's a loaded little squad right there. So 21-21 right now. You're looking at. Yeah, Sparks played them well. I know I ain't talking a lot. I'm mostly watching. I be key. I be locked in. He used to turn the damn ball over. Damn, Gray mid range is on today. Gray said, you know what? I'm about to mid range the hell out these mugs. That's the Chelsea Gray the Ace is gonna need if they're gonna three-peat. They need her to play just like this right here. Crossover. Oh, Chelsea put a crazy crossover on somebody. Phew. That's the Chelsea they gonna need. East has got a 1 point lead. Better than Cloud? Do I think Skylar's better than Cloud? Yeah. I like Cloud though. Yeah, I don't know what the hell Skylar was doing today, but she's still the best point guard to me. I don't even entertain the Caitlin's top point guard thing yet. Like I see point guard skills, but I need more of a body of work. I'm not like everybody else. Some people think they can watch somebody play 5 times and then they know where they rank all time and shit like that. I just don't believe in that type of shit. Like I need to see you play a whole season. I need to see how you act in the playoffs. I need to see how you respond to tough defense. I need to see a lot of shit before I just start throwing you like, all right, you're top 10 and all of that. I just need to see more. But so far, so good. Like today, I was definitely impressed with the way Caitlin Clark played. But I'm sorry, I'm not like everybody else. I need a large sample size. Sample size. Girls ball be so boring. No, I don't think so. I actually think it's a good product. Cause I like defense. I like struggle. I like overcoming struggle. To me, that's what sports is about. It's not about just scoring. Like I like the struggle. Now I think as Americans we're a little different. I lived in Egypt for a few years, and people over there love soccer. It was the first time I was really around soccer lovers. Soccer is the most popular sport in the world, and he might score 3 points, 2 points. People think that was a hell of a game, and it's because that sport, just like any other sport, is about struggle, and because scoring comes like so hard, it's so hard to come by, and it comes so much less. In soccer, they appreciate the scores more. That's why when they score, the people go crazy. Oh! Like in basketball, you score 50 damn buckets. So which bucket is more special than the others? It's the ones that are pivotal in the game. So those are the things I judge players on. It's like how they are in those pivotal moments. I look at a lot of shit, and then I also look at both sides of the floor. See, real layup misses. Yeah, well, women aren't men, bro. Like, I mean, what are you going to hold them against? What are you holding them against them that they're not men? That's not their choice, right? They're not. They don't have the testosterone in their bodies to just, have 40-inch verticals and dunk and all of that. They don't have the muscle mass. I mean, it's just they're not women. You have to look at it like I'm watching women play, right? You don't hold Sha'Carri to the standards you hold Usain Bolt. Like nobody says, Sha'Carri Richardson should one day beat Usain Bolt's title or to break his record. No, there's a reason, man. And women are different. Like I started to see this as what it is. I don't look at it like I don't compare it to the men's game. The fundamentals on point, it just lacks some explosiveness. Yeah, the testosterone in their body that lacks that, and it's going to always lack that. But you got to look at them explosive for a woman. You know, like Kennedy Carter explosive for a woman. Khalid Copper, Jewel Lloyd, or whatever. That's where I look at it. Soccer's fun to watch, though, in my opinion. It ain't fucking with the NBA, but yeah, Americans be ignorant to the popularity of soccer. Yeah, yeah, that's real. Kelsey Plum, a little plum at the line. Don't be missing no plum. All right. Yeah, but it's hard because certain female players make you forget. Come on, man. Rakia Jackson, she don't make me forget. Okay, Plum. Good still. Kelsey missed that. Yeah, but did you catch any soccer games while you lived in Egypt? And fans, yeah, yeah, that's all they played. That's all they ever played, man. That's all they ever had. Soccer. Their basketball team ain't worth shit. Ace is off. Kid Jackson can bring it up. she's gonna if she finds the right team, the right situation, she could possibly be the first or second best rookie, like later down the line, not right now. You know, right now the best offensive rookie is Caitlin, of course. But Brigid Jackson got all the skills. She's just not like a point forward, from what I can see. She's more of like a scorer. If she could like implement point forward type of stuff to her game, she has the potential to be a great defensive player, all those things. Oh man. Catching your soccer game, yeah. Yeah, that's all he did in Egypt, man, is play soccer. Oh man. This is crazy. Aces might be the only game I get right. I picked the Aces to win. I picked Chicago to win. Chicago, man, they have to win because the Atlanta Dream is on their buttocks. You know what I mean? The Atlanta Dream is like really on Chicago. Chicago has to win. So far, they lost to the Fever for whatever reason. I mean, lost to Mercury for whatever reason. They got to win this one for real. The heat is on. Because Fever just had the most impressive win of the season to me. They're kind of like surging. And I understand the idea that they're ahead of Chicago. That coach is in the second year of coaching that team. Then they added Clark to a team that was already just there, but like missing something. And she provide that missing link. So Fever looking good right now. Just give me my money. What money you talking about, V say? Or V? What money you talking about, bro? Did we bet something that I don't know about? Natasha's that no, I like Natasha though. I do. But so this I was like really just lately she just ain't really it ain't been coming together. I ain't like that game against the Fever. I haven't liked how she looked against the Fever all year, really. You know. Sometimes her decision making, man, the erratic stuff. Just I don't know. I look at different stuff with point guards, man. Everybody don't understand. I look at decision making. And Natasha just I don't know. But I do need to watch more to get a better idea. I will give you that. I can only go off of what I've seen. Popeye Jones, he passed. Was that recent or was that a minute ago? About Popeye Jones. Asia is so crazy with that pivot foot, bro. Her footwork is just crazy. Choked on a burger last night. Somebody confirmed that. Is that dude? Did Popeye Jones die last night choking on a burger? I need confirmation. Somebody let me know. Because I don't know how to take this dude Mortimer right here. So somebody just let me know. So that I know what to do with him. Just like trolls, I send trolls to troll heaven. That's what I do. Like heaven is a place everybody wants to go, right? Trolls, I send them to a place called Troll Heaven. Because I'm a generous man. LeBron or Jordan, that would be Mikael the Jeffrey the Jordan between LeBron and Jordan. Yeah, the guy I pick out of LeBron and Jordan is Michael the Jeffrey the Jordan. All right. I hope you're right about teams going to expose Clark in the playoffs. Oh God, why? Tread lightly. Said I hope you're right about teams going to expose Clark in the playoffs. We'll see. Yeah, they are. Yeah. And it's not so much exposing her; it's more so the fever. You know what I mean? I don't see it as just her because a part of it is them allowing them choosing to play the offense that way. That is partly on the coach and everything like that. And then, but if the fever can play some decent defense, they could be dangerous. That's the thing. They could do that. They'd be legit. You can't be like the last place defense or next to last. You know, they can if they can get their defense up to about sixth or fifth. Fever could do something this year. So you talking about teams going at Clark? No, they will. They will. That's what's going to happen. Because like when you're in the playoffs, you really focus on that one team. You're watching the film on them day in and night, day in, day out. You're putting together like the art of war, or you're implementing the art of war in your game plan. And part of the art of war, Sun Tzu always said, you have to know the strengths and weaknesses of your enemy. And when they're playing against Indiana, yeah, they're going to attack those people who can't play defense. And this is when the half court defense is going to come into effect, right? The Fever want to push the pace so that way they can keep it a transition game. When it's a transition game, depending on who they're playing, it's their advantage. But what I'll give them today, they did play some actual good half court basketball. They really did. There was more ball movement and stuff like that. So I see some improvement from the Fever in that area, definitely. But um, when it gets real, it's playoffs. They're going to attack the people who can't play defense. That's what they're going to do. You said Popeye Jones isn't dead. Okay. All right. Appreciate that. So the person who put the Popeye Jones thing out, he is the next member of Troll Heaven. Who's next? I like sending people to heaven. It's like my good deed for the day. Oh man. Okay. Right. So Popeye Jones is still alive. That's what I thought. Now I had to check. People come in here talking dumb shit. The first thing I decide is, okay, should I send them to troll heaven or should I allow them a little bit of grace? That's the first thing I think. When they come with the dumb stuff. Even those who come with fake, other accounts and they come back in and all of that. I'll send them all to troll heaven. I never get tired of doing that. So they come with another account, I'll send that one to troll heaven. Another account, send that one to troll heaven. Like I literally enjoy doing it. So the Eagles got a 7-point lead. 2:58 left in the second. The Aces really play some good half court ball when they want to. They have two guards who can play make. Plum. Well, they got three they can play make. That's the secret to the Aces. As far as their backcourt, you got Dre, you got Gray, Plum, and Jackie. They can all play make and all score. It's really crazy. Plum done turned the damn ball over. Oh my God, looked like Caitlin Clark on that pass. But I don't get on Plum because Plum actually, for a career, only turns the ball over maybe twice, a little bit over twice a game. Okay, that's different from someone who does it 5.5, right? That's why I don't really get on Plum like that, you know. Asia Wilson just take it to the rack. Keelan said that it just came through. Keelan said that the ref giving her a tech inspired the team to play better. Yeah, I like shit like that, though. I do. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Caitlin talking tough. Okay, you just gotta remember to keep it up. Gotta keep it up. But Fever's gonna have to consistently play defense. What's going on here? What is the purpose of what? I'm not reading your name because it's like stupid. But what is the purpose of this? The sporting page says, Fulan, I was telling HD, the sporting page was busy all week editing videos and spending time with the kids. But we had you in the background. Excited for these playoffs and some NFL. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, show the. Yeah, that's what's up. Sporting page, appreciate the love, bro. I'm just sitting here watching some basketball, nothing much. You know what I mean? The Aces out here um, got a 5 point lead on the Sparks. Asia doing Asia things, just being the best, being a 99 as she is on 2K. That's all. Being a 99. Speaking of trolls, AK Nation made a clickbait video about some fan attacking Caitlin Clark. Why would a fan attack Caitlin Clark? According to him, was it probably a black person, right? So AK don't like black people, bro. He Jason Whitlock type. Most of those guys, though, like I'm gonna tell you what happened with most of those guys, like Jason Whitlock, even Thomas Sowell, the professor of studies and all of that kind of stuff. What happens with those guys is when they're younger, typically, sometimes they be from the hood. They typically were the corny guy in the class, right? Who was in the back. Maybe he's being bullied, um, whatever the case may be. Typically, black women didn't like him. Black women didn't like him, and he wasn't able to be a leader amongst the kids. Like it could be like back in the day in the lunchroom, cafeteria, whatever it was. And when he grows up, typically does one or two things, and this is to get revenge. This is to either be a police officer. That's usually the first thing. That the black guy who just never fit in gets be the police officer, or you go open up a YouTube channel now, and you be a black face who just talk shit about black people. And that's what AK, he's one of those types of guys. Probably is a cornball in real life. More than likely. I could be wrong though, of course. Jay Blabbers, oh my God. Who would listen to Jason? Shaking my head. Some people do. I was on this one website, there's one channel, right? And it's a lady, nice lady from down south. She's talking about Caitlyn and all that kind of stuff. Because a lot of them think that they're onto something because they predicted that at the Olympics, Caitlyn would go like on a crazy streak or whatever. And it's starting to look that way because of the fever in the Storm game. right? So they think they're on to something. But anyway, I was on the page, and I just came on and just commented. Like I be nice to people like that. Like older white ladies, I was just nice to her, whatever. And she basically, when she saw me in the comment section, she was like, Jason Whitlock said such and such or whatever. Like she thought like quoting Jason Whitlock would be like a way to endear herself to me. Like they be so out of it. Like they just don't know that I don't care that he's black. Like Jason Whitlock. What does that matter? The only way me and him gonna vibe is if we have similar ways of looking at the world and agreeing on certain things and value the same things. You know, we don't have the same value system, so I don't care how black Jason Whitlock is. That's what they don't be understanding. But AK, that's this whole thing, man. That's sad. And I'm telling you, you're gonna end up as a sad, lonely old man. Because the people you trying to please, they ain't there for you regardless. And you turning away other people who will support you. But your channel will grow though. That I do know. You know. Like if you make videos and support it with the machine is pushing and everything, you get more views. Like I know that. But if I'm just trying to have a channel that's going to get me views and I make money, I just start a cooking show, some shit like that, where I don't have to give my opinion on anything. I'm just going to explain. Hey, look right here. We got the crabs and we got the Old Bay and we got the butter and we got the garlic. We're gonna put it together here, and I want you to like. I would just have that type of channel if I'm just going to like just have a big channel that makes money. You know what I mean? If I want to do sports, I'm just going to be me, and it's going to grow the way it's going to grow. My opinion is my opinion. So I could just do an audio book damn channel right here. Just read famous books, and people will watch it. So you could do a channel with just rain. You know what I mean? And people will tune in. You can get paid off of that. So there's so much stuff you can do with this space. But sports not selling out, ain't doing it. The Storm stopped playing defense. They might, yeah, it looks that way, but maybe the fever just got them this time. Man, I give fever that. They won the game. Said laugh all our year with someone else's ingredients. It's all about the mind, but there's levels to the game. I'm not a color, and I hear you about the psychological effects of some of those people. It's mental. Yeah, especially ones to be tripping. Like this dude came at me real crazy in my comment section. I started to do a video like responding to him, and I said, you know what? I ain't even gonna do all that. I'm gonna just be patient with some of these people. As I realized, like this might be the greatest thing they ever saw. They didn't see a lot of stuff that I saw. You know what I mean? Like I see it differently. And when it comes to Angel Reese or Caitlin Clark, I need more of a sample size. That's for either one of them. But I'm naturally inclined to Angels. I like defensive players, right? Just like somebody else could be naturally inclined to Caitlin because they like offensive players. That can happen. But I'm not going to tell you you're only supporting her because she's white. And don't tell me I'm only supporting her because she's black. I don't do that. I don't do that. That's the part I don't be liking. People be tripping. That's what be crazy. So I like a whole bunch of white players. Stewie, Inescu, Plum. You know what I mean? So it's like, don't just levy a charge. You know what I mean? You gotta make sense.
It takes forever to get back to this game. Maybe I'm just impatient. Damn, half times be Cheryl Miller. Now that was a player. Cheryl Miller, that was a player in the '80s. She was basketball. Her and Reggie. See, I can see Cheryl. Like I can see Indiana wanting her to be Cheryl Miller to be the coach of that team only because Indiana loves Reggie Miller. You know what I mean? And Cheryl Miller looks just like him. So they would love it for that reason, and she would love the job too as well to like kind of work in the same market that her brother worked in. You know, so I wasn't surprised at that. She really roots for the Fever because of those things. Now I think Miller used to be the coach of the Mercury at one time, like years ago, like when the W first started. You know, but I don't know what type of coach she would be, but as a player, Cheryl was that deal, man. Jonathan Gonzalez, I swear that shit pissed me off when they say that, oh, you only support Angel because she's black. Like I will literally cuss you out horrendously over that. Exactly. Exactly, Jonathan. The sporting page says something we all dealt with growing up. People saying we gotta. As much as I care about my brothers, I can't say we because of the color. The value and belief system is different. Exactly. Exactly. You know, like we share certain commonalities in history. You know, if our ancestors came through the same process coming to this country, we share a certain culture. You know, whether that includes certain dishes we eat, certain ways we dress, certain ways we talk, certain music we listen to. All that's in common. But that don't mean like you have morals and I have morals. Like that don't mean like you see the world the way I see the world or have the same value system. So no, it takes more than just person's color. Of course, you know what I mean. That's just silly. Said your show dropped 100. I'm sure you know that though. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Cheryl was crazy. And on defense, oh my goodness, Cheryl was a beast on defense. She would have games, man, with like 23 points, 5 blocks, 5 steals. Like she was crazy. You know what I mean? Definitely my kind of player. Did you see when Allen Iverson shook Jordan? No screen, right? I can't get hyped when a player uses a lot of screen, CC behind screens all game. I can't give her all this credit. I put it like this with CC. I like the way she's going as a point guard. She's developing. She's developing well. As that. It's just certain things gonna come with experience. When to take certain type of shots. When to do this. When to do that. That part of comes. She's a rookie. Where I push back with people though when it comes to her game is they try to act like she's also a 3 level scorer, and she's not. But when I am seeing, I'm starting to see her try different things. Like she took a couple mid range jumpers. Um, she she tries to take it to the rim. I don't know if she'll ever be elite at doing that specifically, but that's okay. It's like a part of that is athleticism. You know what I mean? But I do see her, trying to improve or at least put it this way, try to expand her scoring. You know what I mean? I give her credit for that. You know what I mean. But as far as where she's ranked and all that stuff, I need more of a sample size. I don't go off of 1 game, 2 games, 3 games. I don't do that. I don't do that. And the same with Angel. Like I love like what she brings to the table. Defense, you know, rebounding, both offensive and defense. She also brings leadership, a lot of intangibles, that I could go on and on about, But even with her, I need a larger sample size before I start, trying to decide are you better than Leah Boston or trying to decide if Angel's better than Gumake or something like that. I need more of a sample size. It's not fair. She's played what, not even a whole season yet, and then I'm supposed to compare her to someone who played 5 years, 10 years. That just doesn't make sense to me. I don't do that. I don't do that. Like people want to say, all right, Cece better than Enrique. All right, well you only seen Cece play for part of a season. You've seen Enrique play for years. You've seen Jewel Lloyd play for years. Like what you are during the current streak isn't you. You are what you end up being after a long sample size. That's all. But she definitely has the talent. Did you see when I was yeah. She's driving to the basket more. But check it out. Always watch who's guarding her when she plays the ground. I know. Oh, bro, I know. It's just that, I don't want to just take credit for every little thing. You know what I mean? But no, I see it, bro. And the only time I use that is when they go overboard. They go overboard, and then I gotta bring the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we gotta deal with them. I like Caitlin Clark, the vehicle, because she helps reveal who's who and what is what for the sporting page. Okay. Yeah, I guess I like her, the vehicle, as well. It's providing me some content to make, while I'm waiting for the Eagles to come back. Cause I got tired of doing WWE. I was doing WWE content for a minute, but then I'm getting so annoyed by the bullshit they're doing creatively. I just stopped talking about that bullshit. Triple H is a clown. Yeah, he's a real clown. Has seen many older basketball fans be disappointed in the modern game and critique its softness. Meanwhile, they are polar opposites with the WNBA fitting. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I agree. I agree, sporting page. The W brings the level of competition I like. That I only see the NBA in either big games against rivals or playoffs. Like the regular average NBA game is trash. I can't even watch like two random teams play like that because they're taking 43s, all types of shit I don't like watching. I mean, y'all like that stuff. That's you. I like great offense, but to me, it's only great when it's great against great defense. When it's great against horrible defense, is it really great offense or is it horrible defense? Which one is it? So Sparks, the Ace is up 7. Asia with 13. He and Nurse. Derek Hamby got 6. Hamby's in a little bit of a slump. Like Angel Reese was all on her yesterday. Kept her down. She only got 6 points and a half, but still a lot of ball left. Still a lot of ball left. What's Zion Cook doing? I don't know yet. They didn't announce it, so must not be nothing too crazy. Must not be anything too crazy, man. Whew. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Back to work tomorrow. We got that Chicago game tonight. Chicago must win that freaking game. Man. Yeah, she might be, bro. I gotta look it up. I honestly I wasn't paying that whole much attention to her. My bad on that. But I really wasn't. Asia got 13, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Just being a 99. It's that 99 life. Next week we're gonna be going live from the Eagles game, a little preseason game, I think, against the Raiders or somebody. I might have to go ahead out there to that joint. I haven't been to like the stadium in a minute. Lincoln Financial Field. Jamie Hyder said disappointed in the Storm didn't get that win today. Yeah, yep. Fever played well though. Lexi Hole was hitting everything in sight. They're going to Rakia against Jackie Young. Hamby out there against the center. Oh, nice block. Asia just doing Asia things, bro. It's sickening. Asia Wilson is sickening. Man. Jamie George Rocker, how mad are you? Fever one. Not mad at all, George. Not mad at all, Fever one. Fever spread the court, had the Storm scrambling and gambling. At times, yeah. At times, yeah. But what's happening is they're overcommitting to Caitlyn. When you just go and immediately double her, you're just playing right into their hands. The type of defenders they have, just one on one press. Press takes away the transition, and then just play one on one and straight up. But look, that's the way the Storm going to play. The Fever did what they supposed to do. You whoop their ass, and then what you call it, Hall hitting everything like that. What you going to do? George Rocker, who is your rookie of the year? I will let you know once all games have been played, George. Once all games have been played. Look at the complete body of work and then you decide. Who do I think will win it is Caitlin Clark. That's what I believe. That's who I believe will win it. But my pick may or may not be her. What do you expect? She's the number one scouting report for every team. Yeah, I don't know if she's the number one scouting report for every team. I don't know about that. And if so, if she's the number one scouting report, it's because she has the highest usage rate on the team and she's the point guard. So, obviously you're going to roll your defense to that person who has the ball most of the time. That's pretty much what any team does when they strategize against a team. Okay, seems she's winning you over. It's been admitted by WNBA players. What's been admitted by WNBA players? All right, in case you have, maybe you're new to the channel. This is the way it works with me, right? Rookies that includes Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, whomever or whatever. I don't start ranking them amongst the players in the league because of the fact that they don't have a large enough sample size for me, right? Who you are and what you're going to be is determined over time. Okay, I need to see how you are. Are you a consistent player? Are you a streaky player? Are you good against everyone, or is it just against bad defenses? I need to see how you respond to adversity. When you are in a tough spot in the game, are you the type to just come through and be clutch? I want to see how you are in the playoffs. I want to see how you guard on defense. I need more of a body of work for rookie players, right? What else do I need? Okay. Anyway, I already explained it to you. If you're hard at hearing or slow at understanding, then I can't help you with that. You would have to go seek professional help for that sort of thing, Mr. George. Kelsey Mitchell has helped Caitlin out a lot. The Fever has weapons that their fans don't respect nor deserve. Plus, sides is coaching really well. Yeah, yeah, I agree with all of that, Shamar. But Kelsey Mitchell, that's her job to help. Kelsey Mitchell doing her thing. She's a good player. Reese is 20 for 67 last 5 games. What are you talking about? Shooting percentage? Yeah, Angel Reese is in a slump right now, scoring slump. But she also held Derek Hamby, a 19-point scorer, to about 13, 14 points last night. That was her contribution yesterday. Each game is a different story. Sometimes you contribute defensively, sometimes it's offensively. Doesn't matter. Just get the W. Sporting Ped says, I didn't have a voice. I was a rookie. My play was my voice. Michael Jordan. Rare Rock says, these Clark fans make me laugh. They just want someone to root for. Don't know basketball at all. It looks that way, Rare Rock. It looks that way. George Rock. Fever hasn't been in playoffs spots since 2016. Yeah, and now they have 3 All-Star players, and they have another player in Alyssa Smith. They should be in the playoffs. Right? Prior to this year, they didn't have all of those things. And also last year, you had a rookie Aaliyah Boston versus now a second-year Aaliyah Boston. During the rookie year, you're not sure what you have in Aaliyah Boston, right? So, you have that. You added you talking about the 2 best college players in the last 2 years, Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. That's what you have. So you should be in the playoffs. Like they were close last year, actually. If you really look at their games last year, these were close games. Fever were not a bad team. They just didn't know how to win. There was, missing piece. And Caitlin Clark has been that missing piece. There is a reason people don't respect their teammates, honestly. Why would you not respect your teammates? You don't win without those teammates today or the day before. Why would you say people don't respect them? I don't understand that, George. Bama80 says, K. Mitchell is the best player for the Fever. Yeah, some people believe that. I think Mitchell is the best scorer. Caitlin is the better playmaker. Jonathan Gonzalez says, which is why our teammates will leave the Fever. If they can't be respected like Caitlin Clark, then they don't need to be playing there. That's what they hope doesn't happen. I hope that doesn't happen. If they lose Kelsey Mitchell, man, they're going to find out. They're going to find out, man. You got to keep players like that. For Caitlin to really, really shine, she's going to need stars and players around her. Because the people are more so concerned about her stats. So that's how the stats will come. Me, I care about winning. And so someone come over here with the name Diana Taurasi. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch you a little bit. And if your wish and desire is troll heaven, that's somebody need to tell you that that's where I send people. All right. The Sporting Page says the referee work during the postseason games was something that the Sporting Page will watch with his mindful eye. Nike, aka Nike, always hovering around. Yeah, that's real. Well, of course, that's always going to be part of it because they want to push the sports media narrative. They want all of that stuff to be together, so they try to push and make the stories happen. But they can only do but so much. The player still ultimately has to be, clutch, and the player has to have the game ultimately because they'll write that the player is a loser immediately afterwards. Like they don't really care, the media, as long as you can get them a story, whether positive or negative. Jonathan Gonzalez says they disrespected Kelsey, Aaliyah, and Alyssa, but don't want them to leave Indiana. That go to show you if they do leave, Caitlin will have no one to pass to. Yeah, it'll be tough to see how Caitlin looks without those players. I agree. And she'll struggle. Yeah, I think so. George Rocca says, did you watch the game? She was getting hammered all game. Who? Caitlin Clark? Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree. You just talking punk shit. I don't really care about punk stuff, right? I don't. When I talk about players I like, I don't talk about them getting hammered. I just talk about basketball. George, that I don't care about that. Played sports my whole life. You know, I don't care about stuff like that. If you're getting hammered, hammer someone else. That's life. The sporting page, no doubt, the player will still have to pull it out. I mean, Nike was hoping LeBron would have 10 chips by now. Hence the shift from next MJ to fake Muhammad Ali. Somewhat facetious, yeah. Yeah, that's real. He great because of other things. They ain't nothing to do with basketball, right? Yeah. The LeBron James legacy is going to be interesting, though. Because he did have a great career, no doubt about it. But he also had some other stars, man, like, Steph Curry's and Kevin Durant's and others that people will always argue were, just as good as him. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting. Shamar Jones says, "At George, whatever, bro. She was fouling hard, then get fouled and act like she got her shot. Shot her defense is weak. She benefits from the system and the teammates. Please go cook, bro." So George Rocket says, "Okay, I could care less who her teammates are. She would make anyone playing with her better, and that's a fact." Oh, okay, you sound like another type of fan. So you don't care who she plays with. Okay. All right. So yeah, just like Cassie mentioned them go. I'll be back to tell you why you were wrong. Like I can't like the level of like intellect you're at, I can't really argue with you. There's a great man who lived back in the days. His name was Imam Shafi'i, and he had a famous statement. You talking about a man who lived about 1,200 years ago. He said that you can never win a debate with a fool. You can never win a debate with a fool. So you don't waste your time arguing with them. Sporting Page says, George Rocket, the Sporting Page is wondering exactly what you're trying to say. All right, Jonathan Gonzalez says, Kelsey, Aaliyah, and Alyssa been good before teaming up with Caitlyn, and after George's BS comment, I definitely hope they all go. Leaving Caitlyn in the dust with no one to look to nor pass her. Yeah, they better hope that doesn't happen. I don't even, boy, she'll find out real quick. You think you're gonna beat the women in this league? Without other stars? Huh? Okay, whose double double is more difficult? I need your take. What are you talking about? Out of who? And more difficult for who? You know, of the 5,089 double doubles in WNBA history, 91.3% have been achieved with a minimum of 10 points and 10 rebounds. Okay. All right, so you're saying like Caitlin Clark's is harder because it's 10 assists? Achieved with a minimum of 10 points and 10 assists. All right. Well, your question is which one is more difficult? Well, both of them are good at what they do. So, like what Angel Reese does, the 10 points and 10 rebounds, is easy for her because that's her game. For Caitlin Clark, the double digit points and 10 assists is easy for her because of the system she plays. She having good players around her, right? So hers is easy for her to do because that's her game. But Caitlin Clark couldn't do what Angel Reese does, like go out and get 10 points, 10 assists. And Angel Reese couldn't do what Caitlin Clark does. You understand? Like they both have their specific games. And both are equally easier for that particular player. Right? I mean, I don't understand what we're getting at here. Neither can do what the other one does at the level that the other one does it. Right? Like Caitlin Clark literally could not stick to Erica Hamby. Right? Angel Reese is suited to do that. And Angel Reese is not going to go out there and shoot five, six, seven logo threes. They both do things irrespective of the position they play. Two different skill sets. So I don't quite understand that question. I think that's, you know, let's see. Jonathan Gonzalez says, that's bullshit. Grabbing rebounds and scoring is a lot more difficult. You're going up against bigger people to get the ball, passing it another player to get an assist, and you scoring ain't nothing. But I hope that's clear, George. Both are easy for those particular players. Rocker, do the percentage at a higher chance of accumulating stats when you hold the ball for the whole game compared to when you have to get it yourself. That is true. You do have to factor in usage rate. Like what Angel Reese does definitely requires more effort. I'll tell you that. So if you mean harder from that standpoint, it depends on what standpoint you mean harder from. Like, and Cleveland is going to get more assists than most point guards because of the system they run. They don't really typically swing the ball around a lot. Like you have other teams with great point guards, but that point guard might only have five assists or whatever because they're swinging the ball around and getting team cumulative team assists. You know, they're not always waiting for the one player to set everybody up. And I'll give the Fever credit; there was more ball movement today. And that will bode well for them moving forward if they have more of a ball movement type of offense and are not, counting on one player to get all of them. Because she has a bad game, then you're done. Who has the most turnovers? I think everybody knows that. Who has the most blocked shots? Um, I don't know. Isn't it like point 1 percentage point or something like that? I think one had 1.5, another had 1.3 per game, something like that. Are you trying to imply that Caitlin Clark is a better defender than Angel Reese? Is that your argument? Yes or no? George, you believe Caitlin Clark is a better defensive player than Angel Reese? Is that what you're saying? Almost shots getting blocked. Well, she's playing in the post, right? Whereas Caitlin Clark doesn't play in the post. She's playing in the post. In the post, she's typically playing up against, it could be Asia Wilson who's 6'5" to her being 6'3". It could be Jonquel Jones who's 6'6" to her being 6'3". It could be Ogumake who's 6'4" just or 6'3" just like she is. You're playing against players in the post who are set up to block shots, right? You're not going to get as many 3-pointers blocked as you get points in the post blocked. So Angel Reese probably has more shots blocked than Caitlin Clark ever will because of where they play. Like she's actually dealing with shot blockers, which Caitlin Clark is dealing with guards. You know, Sport P George. Who cares? The point of the game is to win, not to see whatever random stats you want. Facts. George, she's one of the tallest players. No, she isn't. Angel Reese's not one of the tallest players. She's 6'3". She's average for the position she plays. She's 6'3". Okay. Camila Cardoso is 6'7". Asia Wilson is 6'5". Brianna Stewart is 6'4". And Angel Reese is 6'3". Like, what? Why are y'all like? A lot of Caitlin Clark fans are like bigging Angel Reese up because they it's like it's sad. Like they're making her, all of a sudden she's 6'5", and a lot of their channels they say she's 6'4". Nowhere does it say she's 6'4". They're just trying to make it so that her rebounds are nothing. It's sad and silly. Her stats are a direct correlation to the team's wins. Yeah, lately, I mean, they also, lost to Dallas Wings, and she had a triple double, damn near right. Then she had like what 24-19, and they lost. So, you know, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But you can also say that about Kelsey Mitchell, that her stats are in correlation to how you win. She scored 29, you scored 27. You can say that for all the players. That's not specific to Caitlin Clark. All your big three have been playing well. All your all stars played well. And then don't undersell Leah Boston's interior defense, man. Y'all don't beat y'all don't beat whatchamacallit without Leah Boston's interior defense on Griner. Yep. Did he really just say injuries one of the tallest players in the league? Yeah, these are the things they're saying, Caitlin Clark fanboys. These are the things they're saying on their channels, that Angel Reese is one of the tallest players in the league, and it's nothing. She's bigger than everybody. Just bullshit. Sound like people hating on Will Chamberlain or something to me. Say they lack so much basketball knowledge. Yeah, they don't even try to get it. Fort Page says, getting off topic for a quick second. Just read the Dr. J autobiography. Loved it. Always appreciated his shot blocking, rebounding prowess. Something not talked about much. Dr. J was a beast. Yeah, Doc was a beast, man. And it's a shame, what he deals with now. You know, he's like the forgotten guy, man. He's the reason why he's not higher up on the NBA greats list is because he's the greatest player of the ABA. The ABA was a rival league. Doc was the greatest player in ABA history. You know, and that's the thing. What I always say, Jordan, according to most, is the greatest player in NBA history. Now he's the greatest player I've seen. I don't know about greatest ever, but he's the greatest I've seen. But Jordan is the greatest player in NBA history, most say. And then Doc is the greatest player in ABA history. That's the way I see it. And Doc, without a doubt, inspired Michael Jordan. There is no Michael Jordan without Doc. There is no, yeah, Michael Jordan without Doc. When Mike first played, he played like Doc. And then he added a jump shot and being like faster and almost as athletic as Doc. He took it to the next level. And he's faster than Doc. Jordan was crazy, man. Clark is averaging 19 points, 14 assists, 6 rebounds for the last 10 games. Yeah, it's good numbers, man. George. Yeah, it's good numbers. She got to get the turnovers down, though. She had, last I checked, there was another 5 today. And that was like the third quarter, you know. Just got to get those down. But she played well. The whole Fever played well today. Reese is small for a paint player. Boston is 6'5". Exactly, Edward T. Boston is 6'5". Cardoso is 6'7", you know. Stewie 6'4". Asia 6'5". Gumake 6'4". You know. Yeah, most of them are taller than the Angel. Reese, at the power forward spot. Now you have others that might be a little smaller than her, like Collier, Nafisa Collier. I think is about 6'1", maybe. You'll have a few that are smaller than Angel, but most of them are Angel Reese's height or taller. The video sporting page on Dr. J, where brought him half of his subscribers. The sporting page is Dr. J is top tier of hoopers. He was more power than Mike. Mike was more quickness. Facts. Facts. Doc was just the most athletic, human being of his generation. What upsets me too is like you'll have a lot of players that come into the league who I think remind me of Doc, but when they ever bring up comparisons, they go immediately to Michael Jordan and stuff like that. Like if you look at John Morant is a 6'3" version of Dr. J. Really, but like people don't really know that. That's what he is. He's a 6'3" version of Dr. J. Think of who else. Kelly Oubre is a poor man's Dr. J. Um, Anthony Edwards, most of those guys, into or when they start to add the jump shot, then they start to separate themselves from Doc. But most of those really super athletic guys like that, uber athletic, are like they're in the line. Dr. J. Said if Reese don't have that metal thing in her ankle, she'd been playing well. She would. Angel Reese could actually dunk the basketball before she had that metal rod in her leg. They have videos, footage of her in high school dunking the basketball. Could you imagine if she was in this league dunking the fucking basketball? Come on, man. The whole thing would be over right now. No, her having that metal rod is part of the issue with some of her, movement and athleticism. Women's basketball is just different. Once they play at 6 feet, coaches play you as a forward or center. And that's why Caitlin is someone who's taller than most of the players she plays against. Like they want to talk about somebody with like a size advantage. Caitlin is on the bigger end of guards. Yeah, Adrian Reese could dunk back before she had that metal in her foot. We can't make excuses for what's happened to someone. That happened years ago. What are you talking about, George? Speak clearly. I swear Angel would be so much more dominant than what she is now. Angel would be like Asia as soon as her jumper tightens up. Hey George, what are you talking about? Man, she can't dunk. You saying that's an excuse? That's what I wonder. What the fuck is he talking exactly? Exactly. What is he talking about? It's a long halftime, boy. I tell you. At least it seemed like it. But Aces got this though. Started the fourth. Aces went out there and handled business. Now Chicago definitely got to handle business, man. The Atlanta Dream is not playing. Atlanta Dream just put down Seattle and Connecticut. So when Atlanta Dream and the Fever face, they might be the two hottest teams in the league when they face each other. Well, Reese could have been if she didn't get that metal piece in her foot ankle. George, why would you say some stupid shit like that? We could talk about. I'm telling you what she was. She was dunking before then. So we're assuming that's has something to do why she doesn't dunk now. It's a metal rod in your damn foot. Shamar Jones, I will give CC some credit. She's driving to the basket and trying to shoot floaters now. Yeah, me too. I give her credit on that. She's still not good at it, but at least she's trying. That's the only way your game improves. The sporting page. There's a thin line between love and hate. No, the sporting page says there's a thin line between fan and hater. Yeah, exactly. Edward T doesn't know that lower body injuries can change someone's game and mental state. Kawhi and Paul George are not the same. Exactly. Yeah, Angel Reese, like coming at in high school, she was the second rated player out of everybody coming out. After Paige Beckers, Caitlin was fourth. All right, so they've always been like in the same classes and all of that. Angel Reese was a higher ranked college player. That was part of the reason was the athleticism she had back then. My take is there is no rookie of the year race. Of course y'all think that. Yeah, of course you think that. That has nothing to do with reality. I mean, if you're only looking at stats and you're only looking at one little winning streak. Now, if you're talking about today, yeah, it looks that way. Indiana Fever is looking better than Chicago right now. She should be so much faster and more dominant without that metal rod. It's hard to move like you used to due to serious injuries that stays with you. Yeah. Now looks how things have changed. Look how what's changed. Angel won 4 state championships in basketball, right? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Rookie of the year can always change. You know what I mean? Of course, Caitlin is in the lead. But since the beginning, it was hers to lose. Two in track, yeah, I don't know about the track stuff. Edward T. Reese used to beat opponents off the dribble and Euro step. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I heard all that, man, Edward T. I can't see the Aces losing this one. They just seem focused like, yo, we got to put these little jokers in their place real quick. They up 10, 8 minutes left in the game. Sims, like she about to turn the damn ball over. Rakia Jackson, nice game. Yo, Rakia Jackson, I'm telling y'all, she gonna be that deal. She got a nice little pull-up game, all that. I pull up on her. Nice game. Kelsey Plum comes down, drains a three. Then Kelsey Plum steals the ball. Sparks is tripping. He called a foul on Plum. Little Plum crazy. She a little energizer bunny. Plum crazy. George says we had 3,000 points, 1,000 assists in the NCAA. Yeah, that's what's up. Cool stats. Cool stats, my man. We about them chips over here though. But cool stats though. Good pass by Plum. Back to Gray. See, the Dream might take that AC if Chicago don't get it together. You better believe it, Edward T. You better believe it. Super facts. Super duper facts. She ain't win no Big Ten championships. You serious? Who's winning those? Oh, you talking about Big Ten championships? George, I'm sure you being sarcastic, right? But she won. I know she had to win Big Ten championships, right? Whatever that is. That's like winning your division. I was asked, what's my thoughts on the winner? Fever winning today. I already talked about the Fever winning. They're playing well. Need to keep it up though. Yeah, but I talked about the Fever earlier in depth manner. Yeah, the Fever is surging. But so the Atlanta Dream. That's going to be interesting when the Fever and Atlanta Dream play each other. I think in 2 more games. That's going to be the one I'm going to be locked in on. So you missed it? Yeah. Yeah, it was a good game. For about first 3 quarters, and Lexi Hall went crazy, just making everything. The Fever was sharing the ball really well. Damn, Asia Wilson with the block. Asia, Asia, Asia. You think they have an easy schedule for the rest of the season? Relatively, but I don't know. Atlanta is not the old Atlanta, so you never know. I will have to look at it to see all the games. Last time I looked at it, I felt like it was one of those things where it's easier than Chicago's on paper. The Indiana Fever, Indiana Fever schedule. I'll say that, but you never know any given day, man. It's definitely easier than the beginning of the year. The schedule, I'll tell you that. George Rocket says she took a program that hadn't touched a championship game in 50 years, back-to-back seasons. Okay, I agree with that. Those are facts. That's enough for you to make the person fit the criteria of a champion for you. Okay, it just isn't enough for me. Because like I feel like we can say that she didn't have a good enough team or whatever, but I don't know if I really believe that your team was good enough to get to the championship game. And I'm sure going into the game you thought they were going to win, and then you can't wait till they lose and then say the team wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? Just that kind of thing. I just don't understand. Just say they're going to lose beforehand then. George Rocky, your girl taking big checks from Nike, you know she's gonna get the benefit of the doubt since you want to evaluate. She also won 3 gold medals, Team USA. Okay, talking about the FIBA joints. I hate the fact that there's so many channel banish or bashing Angel. Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, bashing Angel. Yep. As long as she don't let it bother her, I don't care. The only thing that matters is what happens on that court. All that side talk, even me talking, that shit don't mean nothing. It's all about them players doing that court. At the end of the day, ball don't lie. But the Eagles handled their business. Chicago played later. Chicago got to beat the Fever this time. I mean the Mercury this time. You absolutely have to. They still mad. Angel wanted taunted their girl. It's been 2 years, but they hate watch, so it's good. Yeah, exactly, exactly. But what they don't understand is Angel is one of them loyal people. She didn't like the way Caitlyn had made Raven Johnson feel the week before. Just flagging her and all that, letting her shoot and all that type of stuff. Now, I don't really care about that stuff. I don't care about Caitlyn flagging her, whatever, right? But it made Raven Johnson feel some kind of way. She said she really went into a state of depression for weeks about that after Caitlyn Clark did that. And what Angel Reese did was she said, yeah, why? And that whole LSU team were pumped up to whoop their ass, and they whooped Iowa's ass. I mean, those are things that happen, you know. And Angel Reese made sure she got that mock on because in her, she's doing that for her friend. That's just the type of person she is. They gaslighting the girl into thinking she is great. During the break, she should have worked on her game. Talking about Angel Reese. How do you know she ain't working on that game, George? I didn't hear she wasn't working on the game. You know, I saw practices and so on like that, and I didn't know she worked on that game. Wasn't working on the game. George Roger, do you think there is a conspiracy against CC? What is the family eat for dinner tonight? Uh, man, I've been trying to decide, man. I might just keep it real simple. Go with some buffalo wings. So I got me some cream cheese dressing, and I got some buttermilk ranch. You dip them buffalo wings in, bro. See, and I don't do regular buffalo wings. I got like a habanero mango type of sauce that I mix in there, and then I add a little extra heat to it with some just add a little chili powder to it. Just the Pakistani chili powder, the joint from out India, yo, that shit is hot, bro. So you can't add a whole lot unless you trying to make like some old suicide wings. You ain't gotta do all that. All you gotta do is just take like half a teaspoon, just add that to your buffalo wing sauce, and I do the habanero peppers. Then I do garlic parmesan, bro. Put a little bit of garlic parmesan in it, bruh. You had that right there. Like I don't really need nothing with that but some celery and some cream blue ranch. I mean blue cheese, and then the buttermilk ranch. I just dip here, dip there, and you can add whatever. You got some fries with that. You can add biscuits, whatever, bro. That's what we thinking about doing. I just don't know what I'm gonna put with it. But I got the wings already cut up, ready to go. All I gotta do is drop them right in that grease. Canola oil, of course, canola or peanut oil. We don't use regular vegetable oil around here. We damn sure don't use nothing that got to do with no pork. But yeah, it'd be good, bro. You better than buffalo wings? No, the hell I'm not. I ain't better than no damn buffalo wings. Shit. Sounds good. I had grilled chicken today. Yeah, yeah, yep. Grilled chicken is always that work. Always. Yeah, Aces got this. They up 10, 4.5 to go. I can't see nothing happening different. I might go live with the Chicago game. I don't know. I don't really like y'all. I don't really want y'all to see me watching Chicago like that. I be snapping on Chicago games because I'm like rooting for them. So that's when I be hard at Angel if I'm watching her. I mean, afterwards, I had time to think about the performance and then talk about it. But like when I'm watching, I don't be playing. So I don't even want y'all to see that. The only conspiracy there could be is that Adrian Wilson has been considered the MVP for the season since week one. I mean, what is your stated? Yo, if you come in here trying to argue that there's something, a conspiracy with Adrian Wilson, I will barbecue you. I'm just letting you know. I'm just warning you right now. If you dare try to compare Caitlin Clark to some damn Adrian Wilson, you will get barbecued, George. And I'm not even going to, of course, not going to block you or anything like that because I want to hear what you got to say. You will get barbecued if you attempt that. That's your warning. Because you think she's on Adrian Wilson's level, you're stupid. And I'm gonna show you tonight. You will learn tonight that you're dumb. Okay? That's what you'll learn tonight. I'll do you that favor. I'll do you a special favor. What is your standard for a player getting MVP? Well, first of all, MVP is a vote voted on by media people. Okay? Who vote for a person based on basketball performance and then a whole lot of other things that may or may not have anything to do with basketball. But what it's supposed to do is identify who is the best player in the game of basketball. That's the purpose that it's supposed to have. And it did at one time because there was a time when players used to vote on the best player. Okay, this was the 70s. Once we got into the mid 80s and so on, they changed it over to allowing media to make the vote because it's all related to the relationship between sports and sports media. But my standard, I don't know what standard is, but whoever's the best player, I analyze those players, and then we decide who's the best. What do you take for consideration player wise? I don't know what you're doing. Are you comparing Caitlin Clark to if you to Asia Wilson or not? Don't try to lead me with questions. Just ask what you're going to ask. But Asia Wilson over Caitlin Clark is obvious for anyone who understands basketball. Most contributions to the team for MVP. What the hell does that mean? Most contributions to the team. And Moonblood says, I would say consistency. A leader, a player to where a team cannot win without. Like Asia Wilson today, 34 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. That's what she did today. 34 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. Okay? I mean, since you're in the stats, that's what she did. I can just watch her. I don't even need to know what the hell she did. But, 34 points, 12 rebounds, right? You know what I mean? And then the defense, trying to compare some damn Caitlin Clark to Asia Wilson. Or do you want crack? If you're not willing to debate that, go get somebody who you think can, and you bring them to me. Because that's just stupid. I don't think Caitlin has been inconsistent, Fulan. Do you agree? At times she has been. Yeah, she's on a good streak right now, though. The MVP talks is really only Nafisa and Asia. I would throw in Stewie or Sabrina too. I throw Alyssa Thomas in there as well. But to answer your question, George, I mean, what are you talking about? Caitlin has been horrible on defense, and she's been pretty good on offense. That's what I think about her. I did see some good plays from her today defensively though. She guarded Drew Lloyd, even though Drew Lloyd put herself in some stupid situations, but she did guard. She made a couple defensive plays at times. I give her credit for the effort, but still, her overall defensive rating is deplorable. Whereas Adrian Wilson is excellent on offense and defense. She's like a top 5 player in both areas. So to me, it's not even close. She might literally be the best offensive player and the best defensive player at the same time. She has two defensive player of the years and about three MVPs already, and two championships. It's like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing out here? Yeah, this is the best game I've seen the Aces play in a while. Came out here, made a statement. This is the only damn game I predicted right. I thought the Fever were going to lose, and I thought Atlanta was going to lose. The Fever and Atlanta playing some of the best ball for like teams that were, middling teams that are playoff contenders, but like at the lower end. The Fever and Atlanta are probably the two hottest teams. Besides, of course, the Liberty, which is just they're always hot. Plum just hit a three, which probably put this away. Aces up 19. Yeah, they just put that little Las Vegas Sparks shit to bed, which I figured they would do. And then tonight, Chicago and Mercury, I really don't know what's going to happen with that game, to be honest with you. I don't know. I just hope Kennedy Carter goes off. I think we really need a Kennedy game tonight. But that's crazy. That's the next thing, huh? They want to try to debate that she's having a better season than Asia Wilson. The stupidity, man. The stupidity of that. Man. All my predictions been on, so I might set the scabs. You sound like me, Edward. Sound like me. Ace is playing stellar defense today, man. If you put the defense on, that changes everything. Give it to Plum Plum. Kelsey would have made that if she ain't stepped back. That Gray in there. Yeah, that's pretty much a wrap, man. Thanks for everybody coming out, man. Please subscribe if you are not subscribed. Fulan speaks. Looks like the Aces took about is this a 16-point win? Yeah, pretty much. Look like they just gonna dribble it out.